Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Brownstone. I'm your host, Dr. Michele, and you're listening to Numbers Don't Lie, where you learn to get out your feelings so you can make the best decisions for yourself, your family, and your business. Well, guys, it's April. That means it is Financial Literacy Month. Ching ching. Cue the cash register music. Cue the Cash App little notification? Ching ching. Yes, we're gonna be talking about money all month. Now don't tune out on me. All right now. Just because maybe your money's a little funny, that means you need to stay here and listen. If you've never had conversations about money before, maybe you've been intimidated by it, maybe you've been scared. This all the more reason to come and listen in a safe space where you can just get educated. You can hear from different guests and experts that can give you more insight about how to save more, how to invest, and this is going to be my favorite one because this is what we're talking about today. How to get your mind right so you can receive more money. Listen, free your mind and the rest will follow. Okay, that come out the good book, huh? That was a lyric. I'm just joking, y'all. It was some song lyrics. But we're going to be talking about the money mindset because my guest today, when you hear her talk, first of all, you're going to fall in love with her. Like, that's just how she is. You're just going to love her because you just have to. But when you hear her talk about those money blocks and the things that we have been programmed to do or to say from a childhood, from a youth, you know what I'm saying? Those things that we've been programmed to do and say, you will realize like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize the problem was me. I was standing in the way of where I really want to go. And listen, I'm about to learn myself something too. So I'm getting real comfortable because yes, my money blocks gonna be cleared. And if they're not finished being cleared today, they're gonna get cleared by the end of this year. And if you anything like me, you need to clear that for yourself too. Matter of fact, let's speed it up. By the end of this month, okay? By the end of Financial Literacy Month, we need a good chunk of them money blocks to be gone. So without further ado, because you came to hear her, not me, welcome to the Brownstone again, because you've heard her before, but now we get to hear in her lane, in her zone of genius. Welcome to the Brownstone community again, Coach Jackie.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. So excited to be here. And Dr. Michele, girl, you killed that to begin with. Okay. You had me in here like, wait a minute, Queen. Go ahead and talk about it. Yes.
Well, you gotta remember, maybe for all the folks that are just meeting me, you're just tuning into Numbers Don't Lie. You're like, who is this gorgeous woman just telling me about myself? I'm Dr. Michele. Yes, I'm a data scientist, but I also served as a financial coach like this time last year. And I still wear that hat from time to time. So I love these conversations and I'm here for it and I'm ready to sit and learn. So, Coach Jackie, see, I picked you up. You just gave it all. And I'm just like, oh, I'm just so bubbly now.
I
So, Coach
love
Jackie, go
this.
ahead and tell the people about yourself.
Yes. So I am Jackie Vasquez, Coach Jackie, if you will, and I am a money mindset coach. I help female entrepreneurs clear their money blocks so they can attract the money and success they deserve. And it's so funny because when it comes to me, I am a certified neuro linguistic programming practitioner, an emotional freedom technique practitioner, and a hypnosis practitioner. So I'm very dedicated to all things changing your mind, rewiring your thoughts so you can show up and have the results that you deserve.
First of all, you just made a data scientist sound simple. You said a what you say?
Neuro linguistic practitioner.
What does a neuro linguistic practitioner do? Educate us.
Yes. So a neuro-linguistic practitioner, it's basically how the words are broken down. You got the neuro, which is the brain. You got the linguistic, which is the language. And as the practitioner, what I end up doing is I help program the way that you think and feel. And for me, specifically about money, with the words that I use. So it's very easy to get someone to change the way they think with simple things like reframing. There's simple ways to change the way that you think by, that's what the hypnosis comes in for. Or there's ways to do it with affirmations because your words are powerful.
Yes, yes, they are. Oh, let's just go ahead and get into it because I know the people will be like, tell me something, Coach Jackie. Okay, so my first question is, in short, I know we can talk all day about this. Can you tell us what a money mindset coach is and why do we all need one? And I'm putting myself in that all.
Yes. So a money mindset coach is somebody who gets you to look at money differently. They help you heal your relationship with money. And so the thing about it is, a lot of us have been programmed to think about money based upon what we experienced between the ages of 0 and 7. So this
Mm,
programming wasn't your own. Didn't come from you. And a lot of the times it came from generations before you. And especially when it comes to, Black women, we have blocks because we're women, because we're Black. Like our blocks are not just generational from our family, but they're cultural as well. And so
mm,
a lot of the times when it comes to a money mindset coach, we all have blocks. It's natural, it's normal. Let's
mm-hmm.
be honest. We come from people that were, some came from parents who had grandparents that lived in the depression, and so they're holding on to every single dollar, and they're holding on to everything so tightly that they're not enjoying, right? And so a lot of us are receiving this information based upon other people. Having a money mindset coach allows you to clear it, allows you to change the way you think and feel about money so you can attract the money you deserve.
Love that. A few things came to mind when you said that, and I want to see if we hear. So, what are some examples of some things that are programmed? It may be like it probably comes out when what we say. Hold
Oh
that
yeah.
thought real quick because I'm gonna pause it. The timer's right there, and I don't like that.
I'm around the corner.
So, as you were talking, a few examples came to mind, but I want to see if we're on the same little wavelength with that. So, what are some examples of how it manifests in what we say as adults, like those things that have been implanted in us as children?
Yes. So money is the root of all evil. That's like one of my favorite ones to talk about because a lot of people say, oh, it's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. That's not actually the way the Bible verse is worded, but the way it has been told to us and the way that we have, internalized it is, if I make a lot of money, it will make me evil. If
Mm-hmm.
I want a lot of money, it will make me evil. Wanting a lot of money, it equals, devilish ways, right? And so what ends up happening is when you start getting into positions where you start making money or you have opportunities to make a lot of money, you will stop yourself. You will sabotage it. You will think of reasons not to do it, not to show up. And so it shows up in your behavior. These
Mm,
thoughts show up in the way you show up for yourself.
that's good. And you know what else just came to mind? The movies that we watched as children that reinforced that, right? You had Robin Hood that was stealing from the wealthy to give to the poor because there was this like understood storyline that the wealthy people were bad, and the reason
Yeah.
why these people are suffering is because they have the money. Or even
And they're not sharing it.
Scrooge, was it a
Yes,
Christmas
Scrooge.
Carol? He was mean. I mean, it's just
Yes.
so many movies when we see people having money and they're like always the villain, as opposed
Yes,
to like there's this wealthy guy that just does nice things for people.
exactly.
Oh, Disney.
you know and that's the thing, like a lot of these movies that we've watched or a lot of the information that we've received has us not wanting to be that person, and
Mm-hmm.
I just want to have a normal life, right? Like we're not looking for the abundance that truthfully is our birthright.
I love it. I love it. That is so true. And I can see it in my own family. I grew up, my grandparents were Pentecostal holiness pastors. Okay. So my mom and her siblings were preachers' kids.
Yes.
And just listening to, I mean, I can just recall conversations of what they're saying and what they've said. And it's just like, in one hand, most people want money to do the things that they want to do. But on the other hand, there's like they'll say things about, oh, those rich people, they must have did something, or it's like always something negative to say about people with money. But I'm
Yeah.
like, but you want money at the same time.
Right.
How that
Right.
makes sense?
Right. And that's the thing. We have it in our mind that being poor is virtuous. Being
Mm,
poor is Christ-like, right? And
right.
so those things are keeping you from getting to the money. But I got a little secret for you. Did anybody know when Mother Teresa passed away what her net worth was?
What?
$100 million. Let me do
Girl,
that with my Austin Powers. $100 million.
I had no idea. Wow.
$100 million. And that was what her foundation was worth. And so that's the thing. Good people with a lot of money do good things.
That
We
part.
had to
So
make
guess
it
what?
seem like,
We need you good people to listen in right here on the Brownstone to have money so you can do all the good things that you want to do.
let's
Thank you
be
for pointing that
honest.
out.
Let's be honest, because you can do more. Being poor and being broke ain't gonna help the next person get rich.
It ain't.
It ain't. So you have to get into the thought process of me with a lot of money is a good thing,
Mm,
because me with a lot of money can support all of those around me. Me with a lot of money can make my dreams come true. Me with a lot of money can have, provide the freedoms that I desire. Money is energy. It's a resource
yes.
to help me live the life I want to live with the people I want to live with.
I love it, guys. And if you have just tuned in, you are hearing the voice of Coach Jackie, a wonderful money mindset coach. She is getting us together. We've talked about a lot of great stuff already, and we're just like halfway in the show. So we still got a little way to go. Still not too late for you to get some more of those gems. You're listening to us on Brownstone Worldwide or KCCR to Brownstone, the app that you can listen to us anywhere you go. So you have so many opportunities to tune into Numbers Don't Lie and the other great shows that are on Brownstone as well. Check us out at brownstoneworldwide.com/BWTV. That is where you can see all the shows, or just go, browse around brownstoneworldwide.com and, check out some articles and all the latest news. Cause I definitely learned a lot of stuff up there. Y'all, it's so much news happening. I can't keep up, but somehow they managed to. Somehow they managed to keep up with all the news that's happening in your world and even in mine here in Columbia, South Carolina. All right, back to you, Coach Jackie. So I have another question for you.
Yes.
People's get ready because she's about to drop some more fire on you. What are some simple strategies to help people break through those money blocks so they can really get to that lasting abundance?
I love that question. And the reason I love that question is because the way to do it is so simple. The
Mm.
only thing is we don't really give ourselves the space to do it.
Okay, so I'm
And
leaning in
so,
now.
yes. And so, the thing about it is when you look at the thoughts that you receive from other people, it's about acknowledging. The first thing to acknowledge is they are not your own.
Mm.
If it doesn't make you feel good, if it doesn't inspire you to do something awesome or make you feel empowered or happy or excited, it's not a good thought. And the thing about it is, we have 60,000 thoughts a day. 95% of them are on repeat. So, what does
Mm.
that mean? Same thoughts, same actions.
Wow.
So it is about changing the thoughts, changing the way you think about thoughts. So if you are that type of person who thinks all rich people are evil, terrible people, or one of my favorite ones, Puffy and Biggie, they gave it to us real good.
Oh,
More
and we were
money, more
singing it so hard.
more money, more problems, right? If you are that kind of person and these are the thought processes that you have, the first thing that you do is you let yourself know this does not have to be mine. What can my truth be? And so we're going to work our way to that, right? And so you start off with this doesn't have to be my thought. Is
Mm.
it ultimately true? More money, more problems. Now I'm going to let y'all know right now. If I get me more money, I ain't going to have more problems.
Okay. Okay. That's
I've
good.
decided more money for me is more freedom. That's
Yeah.
what I've decided. So now that I know that that's no longer my story, where did I get that from? You got to think about who gave that to me.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be mad at them, not to beat them up and go confront them, but you're going to do a little bit of forgiveness work. You forgive them. You know what? I forgive you. I forgive you, Puffy and Biggie, because y'all were just making music. Y'all didn't know that you were impressionably pushing your stuff on me. You know, I thank you for the fun times I had grooving to that music. It was good. I had a good time, right? And I'm sorry for making that something that I held on to. Because I didn't have to hold on to it. I didn't need more. I didn't really need the belief more money, more problems. So and I love you. I love you for everything that you've done for me. You know, that's a Hoponopo activity. But really what it is you're going through this process of forgiveness with the word I forgive you, I thank you, I love you, and I'm sorry. The moment that you do that, you'll notice it makes you feel a little better. And then you come back with a new thought.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? More money, more freedom. More money, more security. More money, more fun. More money, more vacations, baby. More money, better hair, honey. Right? And
Okay. So I'm ready to do this. I'm ready.
okay, and then you see how that makes you feel better. It just changes your mood, it changes your vibe, and now you're no longer thinking more money, more problems, but you thinking more money, more good stuff. And so basically the steps are take a look at the thought. Is it true? Forgive the person who gave it to you. And the moment that you do the whole forgiveness, you come back with a new story that makes you feel better, more empowered, more positive, and ready to take on the world, baby.
I love it. And lately, I have been more conscious of my words because it's like you said, it's so many things that we just naturally say and do because of culture, music, family. And then when you hear yourself say it out loud, I'm like, oh, no, no, no. So it's songs that I just won't sing anymore. I'm like,
Yes.
no, I can't speak that over me. Like even
Yes.
something as simple as, you know how we'll laugh like, girl, you're so stupid. I'm like, no, no, you're not.
Yes.
Mm-mm, you're not. And
Yes.
I've even had to stop somebody and say, like, are you crazy? No, I'm not. I am very sane. I'm very smart.
Exactly.
Don't play with me.
Don't play with me
Play with
because
your mama.
words are powerful.
They
They're
are.
powerful. If you think about the moment that you're speaking, your voice box is vibrating and it's vibrating through your whole body. So, what
Ooh.
is that doing with your actions? If you keep telling yourself you're stupid, you keep telling yourself you're crazy, you're going to start showing up as that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's good. And if words can be so powerful in the negative
Yes.
direction,
Yes.
why not? What do you have to lose
What do
by
you,
reversing it and just using it for the positive? Like, instead of telling yourself that you never gonna be nothing, tell yourself I can be anything I want to be.
prove yourself right?
I like that.
What you
Prove
got to
yourself
lose?
right. Yes. I even that just literally had a light bulb. We always say, prove me wrong. No, prove me right. Because I'm
Prove
saying
me
positive things about you. I love that.
prove yourself right, right? And that's what ends up happening when you say the negative, you end up proving yourself right. How
Mm.
many times something bad happened? You're like, I knew this was
Mm-hmm.
what was going to happen.
Yep.
Not even realizing, yeah, you knew because you're the one that created it.
Yep. That's good.
So, like you said, flip it around, do something positive, and then be like this. I knew that was going to happen. I knew
Mm-hmm.
I was going to sell out my course. I knew I was going to make that $50,000 this month. I knew my book was going to become a bestseller.
Okay. Because what do you have to lose?
But you got to lose.
That's one thing that I think, just lives rent free in my head now, and I love it. It's like, what do you have to lose by asking a question? What do you have to lose by showing up? What do you have to like? I mean, you don't. What do you have to lose by believing in yourself?
By believing in yourself.
It's
You have
free.
nothing to lose. It is absolutely free. It is absolutely free. And then one more thing, I gotta tell you this, Dr. Michelle. But as soon as you said believe, you know what's on the other side of believe?
What?
That manifestation, that prayer, whatever it is that you desire, that's what's on the other side of you believing.
I love
And so the more that you believe, the more that you receive. So believe it to be true.
I love it. See, I didn't put a whole bunch of questions up here because I know me and Coach Jackie just go on and on. And I'm here for it. So it's only one question before you tell the people where to find you.
Yes.
So, we probably gonna have 14 more as a result of this one.
I love it.
So this next question is, how can we filter out the bad data, those bad habits, so we can maintain a positive money mindset?
Yes. That is a beautiful question. Truthfully, again, it's what we were saying, words are powerful. I'm a very big affirmation person.
Mm,
People say what they want about affirmations, but if I don't believe it, I can't say that about myself. Honestly, say it till you believe it.
mm,
Say it till you believe it. That's all it is, because you will start to believe it. And I say this all the time. I have an affirmation. I say, I am trusting the journey. And so anytime that I find myself getting really stressed on my path, on my entrepreneurial journey, and because I've said I am trusting the journey so much, that is the first thought that comes in my mind. It's like a suit of armor, if you will, to all the negativity that's going on outside or coming in or already running around in your mind, rent free, like you said, Dr. Michelle, okay? Rent free. And so the moment that you say, hey, I am trusting the journey, and you tell yourself over and over again, what happens is the moment that you stop trusting the journey, you remind yourself, baby, we trusting the journey.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
so affirmations are huge, because these thoughts are going to be here. And the only way to clear them is to continue to replace them with the new, better thought.
That's
And
good.
sometimes the new, better thought is just the next best feeling you can feel. You may be mad right now, and the next best feeling you can feel is just a little irritated. But then you go from a little irritated to, okay, well, it happened. I'm over it. Then you go from it happened, I'm over it, to, well, I'm a little joyful that it happened because I learned XYZ. So it's just the next best thought. And a lot of the time, the next best thought is you keep telling yourself the affirmation until you truly, truly believe it. So that to me is one. And the other one, meditation.
Okay.
Meditation is how you silence the mind from the negative thoughts. And if you're anything like me and you struggle with your mind silencing, because mine likes to talk a lot, she loud. I have to breathe loudly. Like, I ain't
Mm.
playing. I'm like, they say focus on your breath, so I'm gonna go ahead and focus on it. And it's so loud I can't even hear my words. So meditate. And it keeps you from having all the negative thoughts, all the negative chatter, all the negative noise. It silences it, so you are in the mode to attract more of the desirables to you.
I love it. And one thing it reminds me of is something my pastor has said, and it could be such a passing point until you hear a Coach Jackie. So you
Yeah.
can't counter thoughts with other thoughts. You
Mm-mm.
counter thoughts with words. And so
Yeah.
you said it multiple times. Like when you thinking this, you say this. You keep affirming yourself of this. So yeah, like for those of you that have negative thoughts and they running rampant, you better start saying some positive ones.
Say some positive ones. Write some positive ones down. And if it's too hard, because I've had people where I've gotten them to look in the mirror and they burst into tears. They crying in the mirror, the first look. And you're like, the thing about it is you got to keep coming back and looking again.
Mm-hmm.
Because the moment that you fall more in love with this person on the other side of the mirror is the moment that those affirmations become more true for you. And here's one more other point. Your affirmations, the reason that they resonate with you is because they're already within you.
Mm.
Okay. It's just all them old thoughts, that are back there holding on. Those thoughts are hanging out because they've always been there. They've just always been there. And so you have to counteract with, hey, keep telling yourself the new, better thought, because that person is already inside you, just dying to get out.
That's good. I just want to give an example. It's not about money, but it's what the concept that Coach
Oh,
Jackie
perfect.
is talking about. And so growing up, my sister and I child, I had body issues because, family, especially black families, some jokers always got something to say about how you look.
Always
But
got
my
something to say.
mom was especially hard on my sister, and she would constantly say stuff about her appearance.
Yeah.
So if you ask my sister like to say something nice about herself, it takes a while sometimes, because she heard it so much negative stuff her growing up. Now, on the
Yeah.
other hand, my niece is 16. All her life, from a baby even to this day, we've told her how beautiful she is. You call her pretty girl. Hey, beautiful. Hey, pretty girl. What you up to? So like what I say, no, I'll say like you beautiful. And she'll say, I know. And I'm like, well, how do you know? Because you told me. Because we
Yes.
told her so many years that it's a fact for
It's
her
a
now. It's not
fact
a
for
question.
her.
It's a literal fact that I'm beautiful.
It is a fact. And that's how it can be with you with money, love, yourself. It can be a fact. Just like the water is going to come out this faucet when you turn it on, it can be so much a fact like that. And it's funny that you said that story. I remember when I had a bad relationship, bad breakup. I was on the flow. But the only thing that got me back up and going was I would look in that mirror every day and say, "Good morning, gorgeous." Even if I didn't hear it before and nobody else has said it to me, I'm the first one to let me know. And ain't nobody else here to tell me it's a lie, so it must be true. Morning, gorgeous. How you doing, boo? You
Hey.
know, you know. So that's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, we got to get to the point where you get to choose who you want to be.
Mm.
For all my Christians out there, when we say God created you in his image, that means that you're what? A creator.
That's good.
You were brought here to create the life you want to live. You were brought here to live abundantly.
Mm-hmm.
God didn't bring you here to say, okay, now suffer. Yeah. How you like them apples?
That's real.
No, that is not what you're brought here for. You're brought here to be happy. You're brought here to be in love. You're brought here to have the abundance of money that you want to have, because that is going to bring you closer to all the people that you want to be with. And you're going to enjoy life and be in touch and help people, because God knows you're good people. So that's my thing. It's just at the end of the day, we got to get to the point where we know we are deserving because we are creators, and we are creating everything with our thoughts and
I love it.
our words.
I love it. Y'all, didn't I tell you that Coach Jackie didn't come to play? I know you walked away with at least four things. Not I wouldn't say one, four things that you can do. She already said, you gotta forgive, you gotta what you say? Forgive, say I'm sorry, release it.
Yes.
You said about four good things. I'd have
Yes.
lost it, but I heard it. And I can rewind it and listen to it again.
Yes.
So, Coach Jackie, you're so amazing. Thank you again for coming on. Can you please tell all of the Brownstone community where to find you? Because I know they're hooked now, just like I am.
Yes. No, definitely. Come find me on Instagram. I'm at the pursuit to happy. So, literally the pursuit to happy. And also on TikTok, I'm, at the pursuit to happy. And then I am on Facebook at the Pursuit Club. And really, at the end of the day, I just want to say this: we can all try to clear our blocks. It's easy for me to say, hey, clear your blocks, girl. But it's about who really makes the room and the space to do it. So
Mm,
when you come with me, honey, I give you the room, the space to clear your blocks so you can attract the money and the success you deserve.
I love it. And you guys all deserve it. If you're listening to me, then I know you deserve it because we here. You connected to me. So you deserve wealth, abundance, love, and happiness, and all the good stuff in between.
Yes.
So thank you again, Coach Jackie, for joining us here in the Brownstone. You have been listening to Numbers Don't Lie with me, Dr. Michele. You can follow me on Instagram at Mogul Beginnings. That's MOGUL, Mogul Beginnings, and on Facebook as well. Or you can find me and some articles that I've written on brownstoneworldwide.com. You can listen to us live on KCCR to Brownstone, the app. So many ways to get in touch with me. So many ways to listen to my voice because I listen. I like listening to me. So I know you like listening to me. So thank you guys for another great show. I hope you enjoyed it. And y'all write in and let us know how you enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to know that we're doing a good job. So Thank you guys and have a fantastic rest of your day.